Southampton, busiest, Solent Ships. Thank you. Good night.
Salamanca, Southampton, busiest, sources.
Ahoy, shipmates! We have an Australian cruise ship today. It's arriving backwards. It's arriving at night. No, not really. This is P&O's Aurora. We watched the departure of Queen Anne earlier. And now we have P&O Aurora. She's due to arrive in port at about 9 o'clock. I guess it might be a little bit earlier than that. And then at 11:15, we have Ventura arriving. And the Aurora is here just off of Cowes. Salamanca was there. She was just on the road a minute ago. And Ventura, she's all the way here, way in the middle of the English Channel. She's got quite a long way to go. She's probably more likely to be here when her predicted time. But yeah, the Aurora, she's already on our screen.
Ventura, Southampton, BTS.
Don't know if we'll pick her up on the radio from this distance.
Currently 6 knots, but we are currently in a lull.
We talk about the weather. The reason the ships are coming in early is because there's some bad weather forecast. Our weather conditions at the moment, we have got hardly any wind whatsoever. Look at that, it's really died off. However, it's slightly on the chilly side. Just 7 degrees centigrade, 85% humidity, and 28 nautical miles of visibility.
Ventura, BTS, previous wind speed 12 to 15 knots from the southwest. Red Eagle, yep, make the speed, well, departing Cowes in any event. Aurora, past PC now, inbound, clear channel, over. Next away, the Selene leader, 4041 at 2030.
Yeah, it's looking a little bit hazy down there. This is from Netley Cam, looking down Southampton water. Blurry over on Hitchin Cam as well. Let me point some of these cameras in the right direction. I've left them all in not necessarily the correct way. I was too busy in the galley earlier.
Ventura Trader, Southampton VT.
Oh, that's a long way out, that ship. We'll knock that off in the head in a moment. In case you're after some Christmas gifts, shipmates, I'm just organising a calendar for 2026 featuring pictures of ships taken by your fair captain. This will be available for sale very shortly indeed. So if you are interested in a calendar, I will be posting some links up shortly to the shop and you'll be able to make a purchase. Should arrive in time for Christmas, I'd imagine. I don't quite know when the last postage day is. It'll be 12 pages of ships covering various vessels that come in and out of the Port of Southampton. Let's just check. Yeah,
Red Osprey underway shortly. Royal Pier outbound.
Yeah, box cam is now
Okay, thank you.
in the right direction. Okay, getting this ship all ship shape here.
UKU, Southampton VTS.
Shipmate Spices postage to the USA was 17th for a letter. Yeah, 17th of November, I think, or December. So probably, I'm not sure. 17th of December or November. I'm not sure which one that is. I don't know what postage will be to the States. That's a good point. I will initially offer it as a UK-only shipping.
VTS, Reg 7 Northwest Netley, and permission to continue to speak, please.
But I'll have a look, see what we can do about shipping overseas. It might be a little more difficult.
Reg 7, yep, may proceed with caution.
The trouble is I don't know what the rate will be for each country, which makes it challenging. But I'll see what I can do. I might make a rate for the USA, because we seem to have a lot of viewers in the USA. Well, there, Raymond Morris. Oh, yeah, shipmate Andy Reason would like to have been on the Solent today for the HMS Dauntless and HMS Prince of Wales. After they arrived, I completely missed that. I had no idea they were arriving this morning. I was busy doing other things, and I just didn't know. I don't get a great idea what goes on in Portsmouth. I must confess, it doesn't come across my radar very often. Shipmate Reddy Barnes, he likes the idea of the calendar. Yeah, I might look into shipping for the States. I might add that as a separate liner. Maybe I could do 2 items. I don't know if the shipping to Europe will be the same. Oh, I'll ship to the UK, and then we'll look at doing other things slightly further afield. Oh, get a good lean or Aurora going around the back here. Definitely leaning. Could be a few shipmates on board having an unexpected turn to starboard while they're mid-meal. th of December. Oh, it might be 17th for first class. 8th of December for parcels. Yeah, it was to be a large letter, so I'm not sure what that classifies as. Might be a parcel. Might be a bit late to get into the States. Well, there's Stu Footer. Paul from Love Cruises here. Oh, there, Wayno. Shipmate Tammy Ridman says, is Aurora P&O's smallest ship? Oh. Good question, shipmate. Good question. I think you might be right. Certainly up there with one of the oldest. It is built in year 2000. Ventura, built in the year 2008. Ventura is 116,000 gross tons. Aurora, 76,000 gross tons. Yes, so I think she probably is the oldest and smallest. A firm favourite of many of our shipmates. They tend to like the older and smaller ships. I think you get to know the crew a bit better, you know. Sometimes they feel that the big ships are just too many people. Yeah, the calendar will be available on the ship's stores as soon as our shipmate Simon Green is doing it for me. As soon as he lets me know some information. Oh, actually, I was going to say as soon as he lets me know some information. My correction, really. As soon as I actually do some work, I've got to send him some pictures for the front cover. Just quickly configure some things. It does take quite a while to get a broadcast going, you know. There we go. Turn something off for a second. Getting some good shots. It's a clear night this evening. I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how much longer we'll have clear weather for, because tomorrow is going to be horrendous wind and rain, 50 mile an hour plus winds, and then according to the forecast for the next 2 weeks it's going to be quite wet. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to have another quick broadcast. Shipmate Spikes to be up for a calendar. Excellent, excellent. I will let you all know when that'll be available. I should be available, I would think, in a day or two. Currently looking at a price round about £15, including packaging. I just need to check on the packaging cost. If the packaging costs might push it up a bit, I'm only making an estimation. Depends on the weight and the actual size. But round about £15 for a 12-month calendar of 2026, packed full of Solent Ships. Ships from Solent Ships. Taken by yours truly, the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcast to you live and direct from the port of Southampton. Well, the shipmate Amy Costle says, docking late. Yes, I think they're trying to avoid the bad weather that's coming in tomorrow, so they're slipping in ahead of the wind. Tuck up in port, where it's all nice and calm. Shipmate Paul from Love Chris says that feels very backwards. It does indeed. We normally have departures, we've had one departure and 2 arrivals. It's an interesting dynamic this evening. In fact, what I could do, I have the Solent Ships 12 Days of Shipmas occurring at the Dancing Man next Saturday. I'll let you know the time when I've worked it out. Maybe I'll bring some calendars along there. So if you fancy a calendar, come along. Maybe I'll sell them at a bit of a discount. You won't need to pay packaging, shipping and handling them.
Southampton BTS, these are a trader between the forts now, outbound by the West Princessa.
Trader BTS all received. No following traffic for the West Princessa. Over.
Roger, thank you.
Yeah, I think that's an idea. So yeah, if you come along to the Dancing Man next Saturday for the 12 days of Shipmas, then I'll be selling some calendars a little bit cheaper, because obviously you won't need shipping. Always interesting to watch arrivals. Not often we watch arrivals. Occasionally we get them during the day. Very occasionally.
Mavic, Southampton VTS.
Very occasionally I cover them in the morning, especially if they're a little, if it's not dark. It's not particularly pleasant when they're dark, but no often do we get them at this time in the evening. Paul from Love Cruise says, peddling merch at Dancing Man. Hope you'll be producing them from a suitcase double still. Yes, I've got a special suitcase for that where I can sell them. My suitcase is a lovely suitcase covered in Old English vinyl. Perfect for retailing of calendars.
After drifting, do you intend to return to anchor or proceed to your next destination? Over.
It's looking quite calm at the moment.
Understood. And after drifting, your intention? Over.
Wind is almost nil. There we go. We can see Aurora over there on the other side of Catshot Spit on cruise cam.
Understood.
The ship at Amy Castle says, what happens if the ship's dock early? Do the passengers stay on board until the next day? Well, I believe you have the option of getting off early if you so wish, but most shipmates all have travel already arranged, like coaches, for example, or you may have some, cars and so on. But if you were local and you wanted to get off, you could. But, why would you want to get off? You stay on board for an extra night. I suppose if you had something urgent to go to, you might get off. That would be convenient, but I'd stay on board. And my typical strategy is to fill up on breakfast the next morning. That I'm a bit like a hamster. I tuck into breakfast, and I can normally not have to eat anything on land for a day or two. Well, the ship-based spike says any time, any ideal task. Currently it's going to be whatever time that was most popular on our poll. But I just need to check with the Dancing Man to make sure that will suit. Well, I shall do that tomorrow. But yeah, late afternoon, basically, on next Saturday. Shipmate Brandy Barnes says, nobody wants to...
Down to BTS, Spitzer Bargate. That's thus finished on the Queen Hal Shan. Back to 37.
Great House Shan BTS, that's all received.
Yeah, shipmate Brandy Barnes says, nobody wants to disembark. I remember those days, everyone just sat and waited. It's the very last minute. Yes, no one wants to get off early. What's the point getting off early?
BTS Queen Shan all fast. Starboard side 2109.
There we go. Got on one of the ferries going across with a car with its alarm going off, as pro is.
Queen Harshan BTS, all fast, all received.
There you go, you can see the Ventura slightly. Ventura? Aurora, hang on, I've got my... No, Aurora. Don't get my ships confused already. Aurora. Ventura is off of a long way off of the south of the Isle of Wight. In fact, Ventura and Queen Anne are just passing. I say just passing. They're passing probably with something like 20 miles between them. But they'll be able to see each other out at sea. Interesting there, seeing the ferry following in the footsteps of the cruise ship. Doesn't look like the ferry's moving, does it? Ferry's currently at 12 knots. And the Aurora is also at 12 knots. Shipmate spikes at 4 p.m. Seas Privileges. Yeah, I just need to check with the Dancing Man to make sure that I haven't checked, but I thought I'd check to see when was a good time for the shipmates. Otherwise, we might have to go somewhere else.
Julia, Southampton.
Sometimes the Dancing Man's busy upstairs. They have it reserved for functions, weddings, and all those various different things. I do need to check that we're not clashing into a wedding. As much as I think our singing of the 12 Days of Shipmas is going to be fantastic, I'm not entirely sure a wedding reception wants a whole load of drunken shipmates singing loudly. Currently, still very calm out there on the Solent, but tomorrow, like I say, 50-mile-an-hour plus winds. And tomorrow, we have... What do we have tomorrow? We have the Ventura tomorrow, departing at 4 o'clock. Could be a touch windy for Ventura. Well, she's leaving at 4. The Aurora, she's not leaving till 3 the next morning. I think she's trying to escape. I wonder if Ventura is heading off a different direction. Let's have a quick look. I suspect that's what's happening. Oh no, she's going the same sort of way. She's going off to Amsterdam. Oh, maybe that'll change. Subject to change, I suspect. Oh, they should make Chris has interesting information. It says who's watching the beach reclamation works over at Southsea. Getaway, the dredger. Oh, she was on the channel earlier. I heard her on the radio. Hopper dredger. Oh, suction hopper dredger Getaway. Where's she got to? I don't know where she is now. Anyway, she was on the radio earlier. Apparently, she's pumping shingle onto the beach at Southsea via a floating pipeline. That's fascinating. Well, the shipmate Randy Barnes enjoys Aurora, one of his favourite ships. I like the stern on Aurora. It's got that sort of natural amphitheatre. It does remind me slightly of Queen Mary 2 with that sort of stern. Bit of an amphitheatre design. Shipmate Richard. Oh, it says it was 2.3 nautical miles apparently for Ventura and Queen Anne. I think I guessed it. Bit more than that, didn't I? What did I guess? 10 miles or something, I think I said. So, shipmate there with a more accurate information. Ventura here, currently just off the south of the Isle of Wight, just passed by Queen Anne. That's the Mont Saint-Michel, one of the cross-channel ferries from Portsmouth to... That one is to France. They go to various... Some of them go to Le Havre, some go to Caen.
Busiest, the Aurora, that's now the hook point in for portside alongside on berth 106.
Aurora, BTS, all received. Red Osprey, Lanes Lake now, outbound, over.
And some of them go to Saint-Malo.
Red Osprey, Lanes Lake outbound, on the...
Well, shipmate, Animal Days. Hi from a wet island. I think you already have that weather coming towards us, don't you? I can show the reason I think the ships are arriving early this evening is weather related. Yes. So if I bring up the map here, we can see this lot of wind is coming here. So they've nipped in advance into this little pocket of gentle air here before this awful windy air arrives and Shipmate Annabelle there. She's somewhere in a wet, soggy island. And looks like the winds are going to be battering the Outer Hebrides up here. Faroe Islands. Faroe Islands going to be battering. It's a bit of a lull here, but that might well come across. Oh, Jimmy Paul from that's quite the operation down south. Yeah, interesting. I'd love to go and have a look. I'm not entirely sure when that will be possible due to the awful looking weather we have at the moment. Looks like it's going to prohibit drone flights for a while. Shipmate Spike says here 20 to 30 millimetres of rain due in the next 30 hours in the UK. Yes, there's been a weather warning, I think it's for South Wales. They've got a yellow weather warning for excessive rain and potential localised flooding. I know every time I go to South Wales it always rains. She's coming up on Netley Cap. A bit more focusing on that, doesn't it? Seems to have lost its focus. There we go, come on. There we go. Now it's focused. Just about to see it on the other side of Cashot Spit. Shipmate Bradley Bart says, is my first ship sailed on and ended up working with a Viking princess out of San Diego before taking me to Florida on 1 and 2 day cruises to the Bahamas and Florida. Oh, it's a hard life that is, working on apparently it's a ferry, the Viking princess, taking all those people in their cars to and from the Bahamas, I guess. Shipmate Bucken says, always rains here in Wales. It does always rain. I say every time I go to South Wales, it rains. In fact, not more above and beyond that. Every time I go to South Wales, not only does it rain, it seems to be really stormy. Paul from Cruise is talking about what's going on down south. Apparently they're importing over 1 million tonnes of shingle to double the width of the beach. Oh, interesting. I mean, it's quite a deep beach at South Sea, or is it just eroded away over the years and I have not been down there to have a look lately? You can see how calm the water is this evening. Even the smoke out of the chimney on the top of the ship is quite gentle. Currently, the wind has changed direction slightly, but it's next to nothing. 1.2, 2.4, just over a knot. I mean, you barely even feel that. You could probably blow faster than that. Because the front of the ship is quite white with all that paint on it, I think it's picking up quite a lot of the light from the Fawley refinery, Fawley terminal there. Shipmate back and then said it's raining. It is now. I mean it's raining now. I'm not surprised. It is Wales after all. Don't suspect we'll have any horns this evening. Don't normally get horns on arrival. Don't know why. Just seems to be a horn-free zone.
Southampton VTS, Red Eagle, Hillboy.
Red Eagle VTS, that's all received. Red Jet 7, lanes lake out.
Some conversation about adult-only ships. Yes, the P&O used to have some adult-only ships. I think it was the Aurora and Ventura, was it? I'm not sure. I can never remember which were adult-only. But they are not going to be adult-only now. They sent out a questionnaire, asked lots of their customers, and I think it was only like 30% of the customers, or 30 or 40%, said they would like it not to be adult-only. They'd like to bring children aboard. Grandchildren mainly, I think. And so now, during school holidays, there will be children on board. I think a lot of people, it's upset quite a few people. But it is child-free outside of the school holidays. Well, the shipmate David says, you watched Sky Princess arrive this morning in Port Canaveral from Southampton. Oh, she left not so long ago. Wonder if she had a bit of a bumpy time across the Atlantic. Well, the shipmate Rowan says, my flatmate is sailing on tomorrow. I assume talking about Aurora here. Most ships have an adult-only area too, that says Spike. Our shipmate Spike. Yes, it's true. Although I noticed when I went on MSC Euribia, there was an adult-only bar on MSC the Virtuosa. I think they're identical ships. One of the top bar, my favourite bar, the sort of crow's nest equivalent bar, was adult only on MSC Virtuosa, but on MSC River it wasn't. And luckily there wasn't too many children in there, but it was a slightly irritating for an early, late afternoon, early evening cocktail before you went down and changed for dinner, and you've got little children running around. There you go, there's an outgoing ferry. One of the red jets sneaking past. Well, should be Andy Foster says, the captain, Arcadia is it adult only one? That's right, Arcadia and I think Spalford of Cruisiers. Aurora and Arcadia adult only. I think they're both now not adult only from something like next year somewhere, I believe. There's a little message on P&O's website that explains it all.
Zero Trader BTS all received. No reported traffic for the southwest.
Because it's spent at multiple away keys, and it's a good point. Yes, if there are a casino on board, that's adult only area.
What's that, Michelle? Stand by.
That's true, but the casinos don't really have like a bar area, do they? They are just a casino area. I don't really want to have a good old conversation with some shipmates while I'm playing poker. I'd like to just be able to have a pre-dinner cocktail in a bar. It's a fairly slow week for ships. And then, like I say, I've noticed that we have Iona departing on Saturday, and then there's a massive gap until next Thursday for Ada Nova. That's probably the longest gap in the schedule we've had all year, I would imagine. Possibly March. I don't know. I'd have to see if we've got long days like that in March. March is a very quiet month for ships. Have a quick look. What have we got in March? 5 days there. 5 days there. Ooh. Well, the 5th of March to the 14th of March. That's a gap, isn't it? Ada Nova on the 5th of March.
VTS, Red, Osprey, hook out.
And then Iona on the 14th of March.
Red Osprey, hook out, thank you. No reported traffic.
Thank you.
Monster Michelle, Sam to BTS. Monster Michelle, Sam to BTS. Good evening. Send your message.
Oh, they should make Rowan says, always thinking of working on ships after I finish my music production degree. As one of the sailing audio techs for the entertainment. Oh, that'd be a great job, shipmate.
Monster Michelle, Sam to BTS received. What was your PC number again, please?
I think they have relatively decent technology on board the ship, especially if you're on a newer one. And you'd be working sort of quite a lot, so you'd really get that theatre experience. You've got a music degree, music production degree. I wonder where you're studying for that. I wonder if you're doing that down in Brighton. And you get to travel the world, free accommodation. If you don't spend too much in the bar, then yeah, it's probably not a bad idea. Excellent span at Monty Burns' wake, he says. When he was growing up, spent a lot of time crossing the channel on ferries, mainly from Plymouth. Wanted to become an engineer or officer on one of the ships.
Leader, a very good evening.
Sounds like Cat. Sounds like Monty Burns didn't know.
Leader, BTS evening.
Very good evening to you, Gemma. Pilot on board there at 4041 berth. I'll give you the numbers now. Departure draft 9.4 metres. 21 plus one pilot on board. No defects noted. Outbound for Jebel Ali. I'll call you back once we're all closed up for traffic and clearance.
There you go. That's the ship that's just radioing, the Selene leader.
Selene leader, Southampton VTS is all received. Thank you. Just to confirm, your PC class is the Ventura, boarding 2100 at Charlie.
It's all noted. Thank you.
There we go. She's off to Jebel Ali. Over there in the Middle East. I'll take her a few days. Which I can't see any tugs down there for her. So I thought she'd need a couple of tugs. There you go, she's just there on the left-hand side of the screen. All the lights glowing really brightly on top. Should be roads in Nottingham. Nottingham Trent University, I guess, NTU. Oh, shit. Excellent speller. Monty Burns says, unfortunately, my stomach can't handle crossings now. Oh, no, shipmate.
BTS, please.
Commodore Clipper, Sam to BTS, all received, thank you. Traffic information, the gateway, 5 miles south of the nav dredging. Mont Saint Michel's coming in, she's about 7 miles south of the nav. Should be inbound over the new ground, joining the channel between nav east and nav west.
And there's the gateway. She's dredging just south of the Nab Tower. This is the one apparently that's filling up the beach at Southsea with shingle.
BTS, Furby.
Furby, BTS.
BTS, Furby, good evening. Just getting underway for 37 for the Selene leader.
Furby, BTS, received, thank you.
Spanner Monty Burns says the old Ventura there. She's just south of the way. She'll be boarding her pilot at 9 o'clock over. Probably somewhere here near the Nab anchorage, somewhere around here. Currently at 15 knots. As the Aurora, she's motoring along at 10 knots, in fact. 10 knots up the Southampton water. Red Eagle on the outside at 12.5 knots. Red Eagle 12.5 knots. Aurora 10 knots. I'll imagine Red Eagle's going to try and sneak past before they reach the dock. It's quite a distance there. Should be possible, I would think. Shipwrecked Robes is asking, everyone says, what's everyone's favourite ship? Mine is the Prima. That's Norwegian Prima, I guess. Or would that be Ada Prima? Tell me which Prima it is, shipmates. I'm pretty sure there's 2 Primas. As it loves its livery. Again, could be either one. Norwegian Prima. There we go. I suspected that might be the answer rather than Ada Prima. Well, shipmates exploring Edwards. So we haven't long been on Ventura. About 2 weeks ago, done a blog on Iona as well. Going on Aurora for the first time in December. Can't wait. Hope the weather's good for your shipmates. It was dodgy weather this time of year. Shipmate asked about who's their favourite ships. The Spanner Multi-Bird Wakey. He likes the traditional ships, the Queen Mary 2 and the Disneys. Some very bright flaring from there over at the Fawley refinery. Real beacon in the sky. Shipmate Andrew says my favourite ship is one that doesn't sink. I think we can all agree with that. Shipmate Rowan's asking me.
Yes, Eleanor, that's us finish on the Montelinzo. 40.
BTS received, thank you. Traffic information to your way approximately 2030 from 4041 is the Selene leader. And the passengers for Aurora is at the Hound in for 106, but she's got a swing as well.
Received, thank you.
Oh, there we go. Aurora's going to be swinging. Oh, there's the ferry in hot pursuit. Is it closing that gap? It's difficult to tell, isn't it? Shipmate Rowan's asking, are Disney ships technically liners or just designed the other way? I think they just designed it the other way. As far as I'm aware, there is only one ocean liner on the seas at the moment, and that is the Queen Mary 2. Everything else is a cruise ship. Although I do frequently call Queen Mary 2 a cruise ship, and then people get very upset in the comments section. I mean, I think the technical difference between them is... people go on about it for ages, so... I won't bore you.
Mountain, BTS.
There's a lot of flaring going on down here as well. Look at the reflection of the water. That's how calm it is this evening.
Good evening, all received, thank you. Aurora's at Lanes Lake and we're bound for 106. She's got a swing and the Selene lead is due away 2030 from 4041.
Yeah, I do like... I think Disney ships are very well designed. The first time I saw one, I was surprised. I hadn't really looked at it beforehand. I wasn't expecting a great deal. I thought they were going to be all a bit hokey-cokey, but in reality, I think they're rather well designed, elegant ships. They do have the look of an ocean liner. I believe that's what they were intending with their design brief, was to look like an ocean liner. Don't have the speed. I suppose the difference is an ocean liner is supposed to go from port to port as a method of transport, whereas cruise ships travel from port to port to port as a method of a holiday. And ocean liners tend to have a higher top speed. Queen Mary 2 over 30 knots, whereas most cruise ships are around 22 knots.
BTS, Essen.
And BTS.
Just leaving 37 round to 41st.
All received, thank you. Red Eagle and the Aurora, Lanes Lake in.
Thank you.
Yeah, we've definitely got an overtaking ferry here. Red Eagle, 12 knots. Aurora, 10 knots. Yeah, definitely got the legs on Aurora there. Shipmate Rennie Barnes says the new Disney ship is very different looking. It's gone through a change. Oh, I have not seen the new Disney ship. I don't like to look at the ships until I get to actually see them in port myself. I think it spoils the surprise.
Servant with yes, come look about.
Come look about BTS.
Yeah, that's through the forts now. Outward bound. Intention is to slip the St. Helens buoy and go over the new rounds in the west of the Nap.
Come look about Santa BTS. Just all received, thank you. Mont Saint Michel's 4 miles south of the Nav, inbound. Join the channel between Nav and Newgrounds. And you've got the Dredger Gateway about 4.5 miles south of the Nav.
That's all understood. Thank you.
Very calm out there this evening. Getting some fantastic reflections on the cameras. Again, that's that flare over in Netley, over in the Fawley refinery, with the Aurora heading towards us. I think the Aurora is going to arrive before the Selene leader departs. Selene leader's got one tug. There's Fitz of Veribes there, and it looks like there's Fitz at Easton's on her way to help. Yeah, they've got those fantastic reflections of the water. Shipmate, all things automotive, favourite ship for me is Celebrity Apex. Regular on the channel, Celebrity Apex. I don't know if you can see, there's lots of little dots.
Southampton VTS, ready, Northwest Netley, the question main dispute, please.
Ready, go BTS. Yes, clearance to proceed, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
I don't know if you can see, there's lots of little tiny dots on the water there. in the reflection of the ship, the Aurora, and they are seagulls. Shipmate Rowan says, I won't miss the Bretagne, the ferry from Portsmouth to France. Being so rocky, I fell out of bed most years. Oh, I don't remember ever falling out of bed on the ferry, the cross-shell ferry, though. Not surprised. Can be quite rocky. I do enjoy a good bit of rocking. There we go. The ferry still on the overtake. Going to definitely get in beforehand. 12 knots for the ferry, 10.4 Aurora. Not sure I've ever live streamed this time of night before for a ship coming in. I've done some very early ones.
Continent says some VTS all received, thank you.
That's a great reflection of the water. I'm hoping we'll have some good reflections when they come in to past the dockhead and we get to see them on box cam. If I zoom out a bit, I think it might help. There we go. Yeah, it's almost like one of those oil paintings that people do with the sort of reflections, isn't it? Got the blue from... I'm not really sure where the blue reflection light's coming from, actually, at the bow. The red's coming from the navigation lights. Pink and purple are coming from the top of the ship where they've got the party going on. I'm not sure where the blue's coming from at the front there. Then, of course, your reflection of blue on the chimney at the top. And the various yellow lights of the ship reflecting on top as well. Great colours this evening. Could be our last decent ship watching for a little while with the poor weather coming in. The Red Eagle approaching the dock head. Two tugs are now on the Selene leader. So as soon as the Aurora's got, I think the Aurora's heading into 106 berth, if memory serves me correctly. A quick check on that. Yes, Aurora's into 106, so she'll go past us. She'll go past the cruise cam, ferry cam, box cam.
Ventura, Southampton VTS.
Oh, Ventura. I can't pick up Ventura. Ventura's way out of my range. I think VTS have got a much better antenna system than I do.
Ventura, Southampton VTS all received, thank you. Keep a good listening watch, channel 12 to BTS 9 for your pilot launch. And do not pass the pilot boarding station until your pilot is safely on the bridge. Traffic information to the north of you, Colombian Star. She's coming in very slow speed for 2200 pilot support. Outward bound traffic, Commodore Clipper, cutting out over the new ground. The one dredger, the Gateway, she's about 4 miles south of the nav tower, dredging over.
There's the Commodore Clipper. There's the Gateway, the dredger that the lady was talking about, and the Colombian Star. That's the ship that's going very slowly. That's coming in. I think that's going to come in after the Ventura. So the Ventura's going to nip around, pick up a pilot, and head on in. Colombian Star's just plodding along at 5 knots.
Ventura, Sun BTS all received, thank you. And wind dock headed west-southwest 7 to 9 knots.
Just got the Red Eagle passing the box camp now, so we should see Ventura shortly from the left. Aurora, I mean, sorry. Ship's confused. It's getting late for the poor old captain. Oh, after captain's hammock time. I was going to stay up and watch Ventura come in, but I think I won't be good for much. I haven't even had my daily tot of rum yet. Outrageous. There you go. Aurora just approaching the dockhead. Well, which bit, Rose says, can we see the pilot ship? Yes, we can see the pilot ship. I don't think you can see the pilot ship at the moment, but yes, you can normally see the pilot boat. It will come up pilot boat. In fact, there we go. There is the pilot boat heading out, I'd imagine, for Ventura. The pilot boat Majestic. She'll pick up Ventura around about here, just south, near the nav tower, somewhere around there. There we go. In Aurora, now passing dockhead. Once the ships get through here into the port area, it's surprising how the little bit of ambient light that's in port from street lights and all the lights on the buildings makes it much easier for the cameras to pick up the ships. I've got my application I can use while I'm using my phone. Much better on the app. Well, the shipmate DJ Home Cruise says the coverage tonight's been brilliant, Captain. And most magical, yeah, 1 in, 1 out. Yeah, it's very unusual. I don't normally get that sort of behaviour. Right, let's get this working properly. There we go. Well, thank you, Shipmate. Shipmate Rowan says, more of a whiskey gal myself, though. I do love a rum daiquiri. What's your go-to rum? Oh, my go-to rum. My go-to rum. Good question, that. I have a particular favourite rum. It is, in fact, called Pompero Anniversaro. And it is from Venezuela. That is my rum of choice at the moment. I've got quite a few local rums, of course. Rums from Mermaid Gin on the Isle of Wight. Sea Shanty, my own rum from Poole. I do enjoy that one. But I do like a variety, so I don't stick to one. I've got a whole... Sometimes I want one that's a little bit sweeter, one that's a little bit spicier, and one that's just completely different. And that's what Pompero Anniversario is. In fact, I'll stick a link for it.
I just have a BTS evening. Traffic information going to stations 4041 berth is the Selene leader.
I'll stick a link.
And Southampton BTS, Selene leader. We're all ready to go. You can see Aurora's almost past us. Could we have traffic and clearance from 41 berth, please?
I'll tell you what you do.
Selene leader, Southampton BTS, you're clear to proceed, thank you. And just parade traffic for you immediately now. There's two tugs, the Eleanor and the Melton. They're passing 102 and 105 berth. They're going back into the ocean dock.
So receive, thank you.
All I should do is make an affiliate link, shouldn't I, for that? Then every time new shipmates buy a bottle, I'll get a small kickback. Let's see if I can share that. How do I share that? Share. How does one share? Tricky. Apparently you don't. Well, I can't find how to... I was going to share a link to Amazon, but I can't seem to find a way to do that. I'll just put the name of my preferred rum. It's 36 £36 a bottle from Amazon. It's not too expensive either. It has won the gold medal award quite a few times.
Once Michelle Western Tower, thank you. Great. Colombian Star, Southampton BTS. Colombian Star, Southampton BTS, calling you channel 12.
Well, shipmate Christopher, 340 says...
Star, Southampton BTS, no, not 1612. Southampton BTS, we are calling you on this channel, over.
Great viewing this evening, thank you. Oh, copy the link up to the question mark only. Oh, okay, I'll give that a go.
Eleanor, the Aurora.
I don't even see where the question mark is.
Aurora, Eleanor, good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Just wanted to check what your intention was.
Oh, I see.
Just going to keep close to the green if you're happy with green screen.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Thank you, shipmate. Handy
Colombian
help.
Star, Southampton BTS. Traffic information. To the south of you, one passenger ship, Ventura. She's coming in for 2100 board southwest of the Nav Tower.
Let's see if that works then.
Outbound traffic, one vessel, Commodore Clipper, ferry west of the Nav out.
I was looking for a little share button somewhere. Normally you find somewhere where they give you a share button and gives you a acted link, but I couldn't see it anywhere. Right, that's the Aurora coming up to the ferry terminal now. In fact, it's almost on ferry cam. No, not quite. Oh, yeah, just on the edge there. Ferry terminal surprisingly busy this time of the evening. People returning back to the small island from the big island for maybe some been away shopping for the weekend. Well, shipmate, all things automobiles. This stream tonight has been fabulous, so I think a rest is well deserved. Thanks, shipmate. Yes, I was going to cover the other one, but I've had a busy day. I've had a busy weekend, busy day. I am just running out of puff, and you don't want an incoherent captain at the controls, do you? But anyway, that's my preferred choice of rum. It's very different rum than you would normally get. I would say it's neither spiced nor sweet. It's a sort of combination of the both. It's quite dark. And if I hadn't known it was a rum and someone gave me to taste it and asked me what it was, I might say it was some sort of bourbon. It's got a real flavour that goes on a journey. Starts off sort of sweet and then has the sort of burn of a bourbon. I mean, not in an unpleasant way, just really exciting rum, that one. It's very similar to one called Diplomatico, which is also very popular. We're not going to see the cruise ship dock. She'll be off of our screens. Although she's going to be swinging, so I don't know if she'll be where exactly. I heard on the radio that they said she'd be swinging. I didn't hear where they said she'd be swinging. Now I don't know if she's heading to the upper swing ground or if she'll be swinging here, right off of Mayflower Park. That's interesting, isn't it? I don't. They often. I'm trying to think now. It's been a while since I've watched them come in the morning. No waivers this evening. I thought perhaps we might have some arrival waivers. Well, the shipmate Lady of Wine 69. Oh, like your name. That sort of rhymes, doesn't it? Thanks. Thank you for a great stream. Thank you, shipmate. No problem.
The station calling Southampton VTS. Call VTS when you are closer, please. 10 miles from the nav.
Excellent span of Monty Burnwick. He thinks likely the upper swing ground. I think you're probably right, shipmate. She's headed for 106 berth. So that's quite a long way up. So it probably makes sense to swing around at the upper swing ground. In which case, we will get to see that as well.
Clipper VTS will receive traffic information. Coming up from the south, passenger ship Ventura, reporting southwest of the nav tower 2100. And the Colombian Star, about 7 miles south of the nav, also inbound slow steaming for port. On to Southampton VTS.
Well, the shipmate Lee Thornton says, "Oh, this evening, Captain, how are you stay?" Honestly, mate, it's been a little tired. Been a little busy lately. I think I will complete this broadcast, and I'll probably then go and hit the hammock.
Once Southampton VTS received traffic information, ferry Mont Saint Michel passing through St Helens inward bound. Coming up south of the nav, Colombian Star slow steam for 2200 board. Passenger ship Ventura will be boarding her pilot, southwest of nav tower 2100.
In case you are wondering, shipmates, I am the captain of the Solent Ships YouTube channel, broadcast you live and direct from the Port of Southampton for this rather unusual arrival at 9 o'clock in the evening of P&O's Aurora. She was due in tomorrow, but due to bad weather, she's upped her schedule and arriving early. Don't want to give people a bumpy ride in the early hours and also make docking difficult. Passengers aboard will know no different. I think they may have missed a port out. Our hive of activity over there at the container terminal. Nixon's banner. Hades is back in the chat. I wonder if he's been busy working on his iron horse today. Well, the shipmate David Davenport says, hopefully you'll see us on Ventura. I shall be out waving. Good. I'm guessing that's going to be, if you're on Ventura, that'll be 4 o'clock tomorrow. So we'll keep a lookout for you. I'm suspecting it's going to be quite windy, forecasting for 50 plus mile an hour winds. The Aurora heading to the upper swing ground. So she'll do a little spin, little pirouette for us. There you can see the containers being loaded up there. It was fascinating watching that area of the containers. So real hive activity, things whizzing around up there. Hades. Oh, he's not working on the iron horse. He's been to a children's party that was organised by the bike group. Oh, I see. Excellent. The Aurora will be docking somewhere along here, but she's docking port side too, so she'll head up here, head to the upper swing ground, have a little spin for us, a little pirouette, and then head on back down and then dock. So we should get to see the pirouette.
Ventura, Southampton VTS.
Ventura on the radio, but she's a long way away. She's off of Shanklin now.
Ventura, Southampton VTS, the pilot launch is calling you on Channel 9.
Pilot launch? Where's the pilot launch?
One Saint Michelle, Southampton VTS. That's the information, Ponce Van outbound from Portsmouth.
So the pilot launch is calling Ventura. There we go, there's the pilot launch. I'm guessing they're meeting up somewhere in the nav anchorage here to put the pilot on board so that he can direct the ship into port. Well, the shipmate Gareth Lawrence, he asked you a good question because I did wonder this. He says, do they get charged extra for docking earlier? I don't know. Normally they charge on a daily basis, so that's a good question. Quite possibly. Maybe they'll be more lenient. I'm not sure. Not sure. It's a very good question. I've often wondered. I mean, they are really good customers, aren't they? P&O, so imagine they possibly get some level of leniency. I'll have to ask Chris from VTS. There we go. Ventura looks like she's just starting her turn. What have we got as a little container ship there? It's not a big container ship. It is the APL California. She's come over from Bremerhaven in Belgium. And where's she off to next? She's off to Miami in the US of A.
VTS Red Jet 7, Northwest Netley, and continue at speed, please.
Red Jet 7, VTS 7, clearance to proceed with caution. Dockhead is 4.17 if you want to go outside the bed.
That's all received. Yes, we'll proceed outside the Reds. Thank you.
We heard the ship earlier that was on the radio saying that she was departing. That was the Selene leader. She is now, as you can see, she's already popped out. So the Red Jet was asking to come in. She wanted to go outside the Reds. That's what that was about. So there's the Selene leader having a little spin round by the assistance of tugs. Well, shipmate Brandy Barnes is Captain. Thank you. Have a good week, everyone. And thanks again, Captain. Love your channel. No problem. Thank you, shipmates. Glad you're enjoying the content. Very clear. It's lovely to have such a clear evening. Like I say, I do fear this might be the last clear evening we will have for some time. You can see a straddle carrier there in the background. They move the containers on the ground, stack them up, put them on the lorries or the trains, of course. Well, shipmate DD says, thanks so much, Captain, and for a brilliant contribution. Well, thank you, shipmate. Glad you enjoy the content this evening. Unexpected ship arrival. Don't have too many arrivals on this channel for a live stream. We mainly live stream departures. Occasionally we do have an arrival. I imagine, I'm not sure how many departures we've live streamed, but if we've live streamed a couple of hundred departures, we've probably live streamed 10 arrivals. It's probably about 1%, less than 1%, I would think. There we go. There's the Selene leader. Almost finished with a little spin there. Well, shipmate Richard Baldwin said, are there any more Christmas blogs? Well, in fact, I was going to be working on my Bath Christmas vlog this evening. I've been doing a little bit, but I wasn't expecting to be broadcasting this evening again for another time. So it's sort of rather delayed my broadcast. I don't think I've got enough puff to carry on with that this evening. I might have to see if I can work on that tomorrow evening. That's probably my last one. I'm considering going to Bournemouth Market, but the weather is not looking particularly good most of the time, so I'm probably not. I'll probably just stick with those. Basingstoke doesn't have a Christmas market, so I'll probably stick with those three for the moment. Southampton, of course, because it's local. Winchester, because it's fantastic. And Bath, because it supposedly is the best one in the country. I'd have to say Bath is definitely by far the biggest. Not necessarily the best. You'll have to watch all of my Christmas market blogs and then tell me which market you think's best.
CMA, CGM, Fidelio, Sam, VTS. CMA, CGM, Fidelio, Southampton, VTS. Information. You can anchor your vessel in nav anchorage number 11. Nav anchorage number 11. Check your chart and confirm if you would like to do this. Fidelio, Southampton, VTS. Call VTS back to confirm, please. Call us back, channel 12 to confirm.
Well, it should be.
Southampton VTS, Mont Michel passing through the fort.
Mont Michel, Fortune, thank you.
Well, it should be at least a solicitor. Have I finished my Norwegian Aqua video? Yes, I have. I'm pleased to announce I finished that, I think, about a week ago now. Shipmate Pat Luckett was particularly persuasive in reminding me that I haven't finished it. And it was on my laptop, which is half of the problem. But I have finished it. That video is finished, and for members and Patreons and subs of the channel, it is available for you to watch. And I will be releasing that probably shortly. I plan on releasing a number of videos coming up. I don't have many of a back catalogue at the moment, so I probably need to edit some more up, and I'll try releasing them every couple of days or so during the month of December, part of the Captain's 12 Days of December video series. The 12 Days of Shipmas. So yes, that one is finished. Trouble is, I find I'm busy working, and then if I have a live stream, that takes a few hours. By the time I finish the live stream, honestly, I've spent too long staring at a screen all day. The last thing I want to do is edit a video. And they sort of get stuck, left behind. Oh, that looks like the tug's finished with the Selene leader there. Just bringing their lines in. It's getting quite warm in my cabin now. The old computer blows out lots of heat when it's busy broadcasting. Of course, it's had double broadcast duty today. Yeah, I've got a whole lot of films to come. I've got a couple of ship visits. Yeah, all sorts to come. So I need to get on with that, as I think that's what they would say in the vernacular. I would say it looks like the Aurora is just starting her swing. So she's in the upper swing round here, and this is the swing area here, and she'll... Looks like she's stopped. The rear of the ship is now, I'm noticing, starting to swing round. Fantastic conditionings for manoeuvring, though. Absolutely no wind at all. Just have sort of gentle breeze. Shipmate.
10 VTS, Selene leader. Wheel swung and clear off 4041, proceeding outwards.
Selene leader, Southampton VTS, all received, thank you. No report truck.
Or receive, thank you.
Shipmates, the pack, Andrew's asking where the Selene leader's off to. She's off to the Middle East, off to Jebel Ali in Kuwait. Probably taking lots of Range Rovers with her. Exporting lots of Range Rovers.
Finish Selene leader, back to 37.
Thank you.
Shipmate back out asking how long it would take the Selene leader to get to Kuwait. It looks like she's scheduled to take about a month to get there, 27 days. Oh, yeah, that's quite a long time.
The Colombian Star is drifting at the moment. She's slowly steaming north.
I would imagine she's got to avoid those Somali pilots, so maybe that's why it's taking a bit longer.
CMA CGM Fidelio Southampton VTS. Call VTS please channel 12 when you are in position and ready to drop your anchor. Colombian Star Southampton VTS.
Yeah, the Aurora, well and truly mid-swing now. Yeah, it's really clear, isn't it, this evening? Not often we have such clear conditions. We'll be able to see straight down the bow of Aurora shortly. I don't think it should normally take Selene leader to get so long to get to Kuwait, but I'm suspecting he's got to be careful, go a long way or something. There's lots of trouble in the Middle East there. Yeah, it's some troublesome things going on in those areas. Back. Yeah. Look at that, nicely spinning around. Now she's pointing towards us. She'll head slightly down,
Colombian Star, Southampton BTS.
docking at 106 berth.
Traffic information to the south of you, CMA CGM Fidelio. We'll be anchoring in nav anchorage number 11. Over.
No, she says, no, she's booked for the Suez Canal. Blimey, it just takes a long time.
Colombian Star, Southampton BTS received. If you need to communicate, please do so on this channel.
It is a long way.
Thank you very much for the information. Noted.
With the mock, Dewey.
BTS, Selene, leader west.
Selene leader BTS received Western Shell, thank you.
Oh, shipmates, it looks like the Aurora's more or less completed her swing. She'll be just heading over to the right of our picture. Hope you enjoyed that one, shipmates. Rather unusual evening arrival for a cruise ship. Not often we get to see the ships arrive in the evening. Conditions have been rather good. We've had some lovely reflections on the water, some good views. Visibility's been excellent. In fact, what is the visibility? At 30 nautical miles. That is really good. They have one leave, one depart. There is another ship arriving in a few hours' time, and that is the Ventura. She is currently heading towards the NAB tower. She'll be with us in a couple of hours' time. Unfortunately, I need to go and hit the hammock before she'll be on our screens. So I hope you enjoyed that one, shipmates. If you haven't subscribed, please do think about subscribing. And to all my PayPal donors, Patreons, members of the channels, many thanks for your continued support. And of course, many thanks to the Blue Spanner crew for not looking after this chat, but all the other chats in all the other live streams. So until next time, shipmates.
Thanks for calling at the same time. Break, Red Osprey, BTS traffic information. Selene leader, Northwest Netley, outward bound. Gateway BTS. Gateway Southampton BTS that's all received. Traffic information, outward bound. The Pontevedra, she's at St Helens, she'll be outbound west of the Mavic main channel.
BTS, ready to go. Permission to sail from road base, Cows, please.
Eagle BTS clearance to proceed, thank you.